Our fourth competitor is Asad King, a fourth grader at William Brown Miller Elementary School. Good morning. How are you doing? What is your favorite subject in school?
Reading.
Tell me why.
Because I like to learn about the past and the present.
Outstanding. And you learned a lot about this theme as you did your research. What are you reading now? Anything in particular?
Not really. I'm just reading anything I can find.
That's great. You know, readers are leaders. So reading is an excellent skill to have. I love to read too. Step on up. Handshake, hug, or high five? All right. Is the mic good?
Yes.
Okay.
The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. put these words together during a time when it was challenging and controversial to be a black person in the United States of America. He knew that in order for all God's children to have equal civil rights, every person must get uncomfortable and inconvenienced with the current laws and behaviors of our society. Dr. King was a visionary and a dreamer, an orator and an organizer, and our drum major for justice. Dr. King knew he was not a lone soldier in the battle for equal civil rights, that there was another man who lived his life knowing that the ultimate prize was not a large purse or championship belt, but a life pleasing to God. That man was born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. He became Muhammad Ali. To the media, he was the Louisville Lip. In the ring, he was the GOAT, the greatest of all time. And in life, he was the people's champion. If Dr. King were alive today, what would he say about Muhammad Ali's contributions to society? Dr. King would remind us of Ali's description of himself. I am the disturbance in the sea of your complacency, and I will never stop shaking your waves. He would say Muhammad Ali used each round of his life wanting to uplift and inspire all people. His skills and courage floated around us like a butterfly, and his truth stung us like a bee. Dr. King would tell the story of young Ali that taught us a lesson that is relevant to this time. Someone stole his new bicycle, and he wanted revenge. Instead of turning into street violence, he took the advice of a police officer and learned how to fight in the ring. A young black male and a white police officer had a conversation, established a relationship, and positively impacted Muhammad Ali's life, boxing, and the world. Dr. King would say Ali's contributions include dedication and determination. He was dedicated to instill self-pride in the African American communities, using his tongue that was as skilled as his hands, and his wit that was as quick as his feet. He knew who he was and was proud of it. He said, "Don't wait for the world to recognize your greatness. Live it and let the world catch up to you." After understanding the truth about his own identity, Ali chose to convert to Islam. He was dedicated to stand up for what was right. The Vietnam War required men of color to fight for a country that was not fighting for them. He refused to do that. He was willing to sacrifice his freedom, titles, and money. He was determined to finish the fight. After being knocked down by the politics of his country, Muhammad Ali came back to finish what he started, to become the greatest of all time, in the ring and outside the ring. 56 wins, 5 losses, 37 knockouts to show the world that being deeply grounded in who you are gives you the freedom to love and accept others for who and what they are. Dr. King would say other contributions that Ali made are reason and reward. After retiring from boxing and Parkinson's disease slowly took over his body, he knew there were reasons he still had a few rounds left in him. He made many appearances for charity. He traveled as a humanitarian and goodwill ambassador, even negotiated with leaders from other countries. He showed the world that impossible is nothing. Impossible makes it easier to live in the world you've been given, rather than explore the power you have to change it. Impossible is not a fact, it is an opinion. Dr. King would say Muhammad Ali used all 12 rounds of his life, disturbing our seas and shaking our waves, sometimes getting knocked down, but never knocked out, knowing the final reward would be decided by his great judge. King would say Ali was the greatest, because greatness is determined by service. Now, Dr. King would finish the way a good preacher would, saying Muhammad Ali lived by his own words. The service you do for others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. When it comes time for you to leave this world, what kind of legacy will you leave behind? May we all leave this world like Brother Ali, with our balance at zero and our life's account stamp paid in full. Thank you.